Hey, we have so much fun during this show, and we want you to get in on all the action. There's always room for you in our studio audience. Come and join us and bring your friends and family, your church and youth groups, your neighbors and co-workers, or just come by yourself. We promise a great time for all. To book your seat, just visit delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab and find the section for the audience. If you'd rather give us a call, that number is on your screen, 443-880-9116. We hope to see you soon. Well, do you have old jewelry just lying around the house, sitting in a drawer, maybe a ring or bracelet you just don't know what to do with anymore? Have you ever considered turning it into something more functional or meaningful? GB Heron in Salisbury specializes in just that, custom work. Brian Spiro stopped by the store to see what it's all about.
It's not often that you can take something old and make it new again. GB Heron in Salisbury is in the business of doing just that.
We're really construction workers, but on a really tiny scale.
Jeff Castles is the owner of GB Heron. A former teacher, Jeff was looking for a new job outside the classroom. But becoming a goldsmith wasn't even on his radar.
I've been a lifelong surfer. I met a goldsmith on my way down to the beach one day who stopped to help us out when we had car trouble. While we were waiting for the tow truck, he mentioned he was a goldsmith looking for an apprentice. And I just kind of shoved that information in the back of my head, and I guess that summer I called him up and said if he was still looking for an apprentice, I was interested in moving down to the beach.
And just like that, his career path changed. He spent 3.5 years as an apprentice, then started his own trade shop. And as the number of employees grew, so did the operation.
And then in 1988, we got the wild idea to open up my own store. And that's when GB Heron was started.
With 4 goldsmiths on site, Jeff's business focuses on repairs and custom jewelry. Jeff says he sees a lot of people with either family jewelry that's been handed down or a ring, bracelet, or necklace they don't get much use out of anymore. He is then able to take all of that and through a design process with the customer, turn it into something new but just as meaningful.
A lot of people my age, their parents are dying. And so they're given their mother's wedding band, possibly an engagement ring. Well, a couple probably already has those things of their own, but they want to wear their mother's jewelry, so we try to put it into a whole different form. Maybe a bracelet, maybe a totally different type of ring, maybe a necklace, something that they can wear, and we can many times use that metal that the rings were made out of. We can melt that metal down and we can use those stones so the pieces are exactly what they had.
All right, Jeff, so you have some examples here of work that you did for customers recently. Custom work, tell us what you did.
The bracelet was originally, the dachshund was a pin that the woman wore on her lapel. She wasn't getting a whole lot of use out of it. She loves her dachshunds, and so now we made a cuff bracelet in silver with some gold accents, and she gets to wear it all the time. And she loves the attention it brings, and she has her favorite dog with her all time now.
All the time instead of just wearing it once in a while.
Right.
So we have the bracelet, and then what about the ring?
The ring was seen by one of our customers in a store window. She had diamonds that she wasn't using, and so she asked if we could make the ring. She took a photograph with her phone through a store window, and wasn't that clear, but I got a good sense of what she wanted, and after a drawing and then after a wax model, she said I hit right on it, and we made it up, and she loves that as well.
The work that goes into it all takes time. Everything is done on site on the floors that sit right above the showroom. The intricate work in detail is very noticeable.
Well, you have to be detail-oriented. You have to have a lot of patience. A lot of the stuff is small that we work with.
And over the last decade, technology has changed the jewelry making process.
Now with the computer-aided design process and the addition of a laser welder, it's really bumped it up, and actually what it's done is sped up the process.
And if you're thinking something like this would make a great holiday gift, you're not alone. Jeff says 25% of his yearly business happens between Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's why he says it's so important people give him a minimum of a week or two to get a job done. Nevertheless, Jeff has seen how custom jewelry can bring the past to the present and create a lasting memory.
That's what jewelry does. It marks special occasions. And that's when someone looks at a ring or a piece of jewelry, it's almost always associated with something, a milestone in their life, something they've accomplished.
For Jeff, he's even amazed at what he's been able to accomplish and the lives he's impacted through his work.
We started off with nothing, and now we've just celebrated our 24th anniversary as GB Heron. So I've been in the business since '78, and it's just, when I think about it sometimes, I just can't believe that this is where I'm at after this period of time. To this day, I keep trying to learn different things about the business, and that's what really makes it enjoyable. It's always a challenge.
A challenge that takes a piece of jewelry otherwise set aside and makes it sparkle again.
Some of you may be wondering about the price of the custom work at GB Heron. Jeff Castle says that will vary. However, he normally takes what a customer is looking for and gives them a few options. That way it covers different price points. And by the way, today's holiday gift card winner receives a $50 gift card from GB Heron in Salisbury. Today's winner is from Somerset County, Rita Humphreys from Princess Anne. Congratulations. Up next on Delmarva Live, so many holiday events coming up. We've got just the Christmas cookie for you to take to your parties or to just have in your kitchen. Plus, they're fun to make with the entire family. We'll show you how next.